Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brie, and in today's video I'm calculating my September net worth, and will work on my October net worth goal. So starting with my I have a few tracking sheets over here. I have a Networth Tracker, which is where I calculate my monthly, like more like my yearly progress, like where I started and where I'm going throughout the year. So this is my yearly net worth tracker, and then I have my monthly net worth calculation here, and in this I use this tracking sheet every month to calculate my net worth for the month. And I have my different categories over here. I have my emergency funds, my cash savings, my HSA cash, my HSA investment, my Fidelity brokerage, my Fidelity holdover IRA, my Roth IRA, my solo 401k, my work 401k, my rental investment, and credit card. We don't carry any credit card debt. We pay off our credit cards every single month. So this is the monthly net worth calculation and what makes the net worth. And in here, this is a contribution tracker. I kind of track because I am salaried. It doesn't really vary month by month. It's just the same, except when we get paid 3 times a month, then it's the bi-weekly amount times 3. And then in the back, I have my contribution and gain tracker. And this is where I track how much my net worth, the actual gain that my investments are making. So this is new this year. I've never tracked my gain on a monthly basis, and I've always wondered, yes, I am contributing this. Yes, this is how by this much my net worth is going up or going down. What is my actual market appreciation or market loss that I am making every month? So this is why I designed this contribution and gain tracker. And so far this year, as you can see, I've only lost money in February and March, and then May was probably the biggest gain that I've ever had. Well, actually, I can't even say that I've ever had because I used to not track my gains and losses, but now that I do, and it's only really gain or loss until I've actually sold. So this is just a theoretical gain or loss, but it's good to see what my investment is actually making me every month. So this is what I use this tracker for. So we are going to be doing 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I use the Empower Personal Dashboard to track my net worth, and it's an app. It's a free app. It comes, it's very handy, and you get to see the progress that you are making every year. So starting with my emergency funds, let me see how much it was. I moved money out of our ally into a certificate of deposit, but I just want to see how this is September. Okay, so last month it was 31,111.61, and this includes, unfortunately, our escrow account. And I said unfortunately because I don't want to go and open another savings account where I will just keep my emergency funds. So in the meantime, I've just been using Ally for both our emergency funds and our escrow funds. And this month in September, our home insurance was due, and we paid that. So unfortunately in September, this amount went down, and I had also opened a certificate of deposit account with another bank and transferred 20,000 out there, but combined it's all just the same. So my emergency funds now is 29,502 and 25 cents. for our emergency funds. So that's a total of 29,502.25. And then my envelope, I just keep it at 7,410. Eventually, at the end of the year, depending on how much I have saved, I will add it to all this and take it to the bank. Not all of it, partially. And then my HSA cash is 2,000. So 2,000. And then my HSA investment, right now, that is at 16,716 and 38 cents is my HSA investment. Okay, and my Fidelity brokerage, where's my Fidelity brokerage? Fidelity brokerage is 9,452 and 49 cents. And my rollover IRA is 158, 197 and 7 cents. 158, 197 and 7 cents. My Roth IRA is 2,574 and 72 cents. And my solo 401k is 60,103 and 69. And my work 401k, where's my work 401k? Is 63,728 and 85 cents. Okay, and the rental investment, I've been just keeping the value at 170,000, and then last month my mortgage remaining balance is 99,468 and 66 cents. So that is 170,000 minus 99,468.66. So this is 70,531 and 34 cents. Okay, so I'm gonna add all this and that will give me my net worth at the end of September. So 99,468 and 66 cents. So actually, let me start with the assets. And how do you calculate your net worth? Net worth is basically your asset minus your liabilities. And this is actually the accounting formula. And how do you determine your stockholder equity? Your stockholder equity equals assets minus liability. What you have versus what you have minus what you owe is the stockholder equity. If you apply that to your personal finance, your stockholder equity will be your personal net worth. The stockholder equity in terms of accounting is basically the worth of the company. And that is just basic explanation. Stockholder equity goes a lot deeper than this. But that's just a simplified definition of net worth, when it comes to business. But for personal finance, basically what you owe minus what you own minus what you owe will be your net worth. And in perfect world, you want your assets to be higher than your liability, which means that you will have a positive net worth. So my assets for the month of September was, and as you can see, I am not putting our personal home in here because this is just my net worth, and also I don't want to include our house because we live in an area that it has that has appreciated in value since COVID, since 2020, house prices in our area has literally doubled, if not triple. And I almost feel like this is an artificial appreciation. It's not a natural appreciation, and I'm scared to include that in our net worth, or my net worth, because what if it's gonna crash? Anyway, so my assets for the month of September was 519, 685, 45 cents. And last month in August it was 509, 869.62. So even though I paid my our home insurance, my assets still went up by 9,815.83, which is good. So that means my net worth at the end of September was 519,685.45 minus 99,468.66. That puts me at 420,216.79. So that's my net worth at the end of September. So comparing this to last month, last month I was at 410. So 410, 313.49. It went up by $9,903.30 is by how much my net worth went up by. Okay, now in this includes also my contribution. This is why I like to track my actual gain, my actual market appreciation. My goal, one of the goals I'm aiming for next year is to have at least consistently a $10,000 net worth increase every single month. And again, I know the market can be a little bit finicky. As you can see, like beginning of the year, it tanked big time in February and March. So, but it's, it's a hope. Okay, so transferring this over here to my Networth Tracker, I'm going to put down 519, 685 and 45 cents, and then my liability was for 99,468 and 66 cents. Okay. And I can just do the 420, 216 and 79 cents. And end of January was 251. I don't remember how much it was at the end of last year. Actually, hold on, I can just check on my this thing times me out every single time. So last year I ended the year at 334,066.45 was my year end. So my year to date appreciation, my year to date gain is 86,150.34. So divide this by 9, that's like about 9,572.26 times 12, that's like 114. Yeah, plus 234,066.45. So that means by the end of the year I could be at 448,933.57 as my educated net worth goal. But yeah, anyway, I'm like 2 steps ahead. Okay, so that's done. Now let's do my my contribution tracker. My contribution tracker is not gonna change. It's going to be the same for the month, it was a 2 pay period month. So my total contribution is $2,323.07. Okay, so $2,323.07, and then my gain for, I didn't write it down. Okay, so 420, 216.79 minus 410, 303.49. My gain for the month was my sum of appreciation between contribution and gain. It's $9,903.30 minus my contribution of $2,323.07. My pure market appreciation was $7,580.23 was my market appreciation for September. So less than the average, because I think the average was a little high. The 9,900 whatever that was a little high for the year, because these 2 months were insane. May and June were insane, and I think the market was making up for these 2 months losses. So maybe that's why it's a little high, because besides April, May, June, I have not reached a single 9,000 at all, which I don't really mind. I'm in this for the long run. So, but it's good to know that in 9 months I've only lost money twice. Hopefully it stays that way, because the market can be a little, funny. But yeah, so I think that's it. That's all of my trackers that I did. So based on that, I would say that my October net worth goal is going to be, let me see, I'm gonna try to make a very educated guess. So 420, 216.79 minus my year-end net worth last year, $334.66.45. So $86,150.34 divided by 9. That's about how much it is every month. So plus 420, 216.79. So 429 is what it should be. Not what it should be. Is my goal for October. Although October is 3 months pay, so my contribution will actually be $3,484.60. Is that what we want? Okay, so let me do this. 420, 2016.79 plus 3,484.60, 423, and if we do 0.2%, 432. Ooh, damn. Okay. Let's do 1%. 427. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a happy medium, make it a little like dead smack in the middle, and say 430 is going to be my net worth goal for October. And this is a mathematical goal. I use historical data. I use a little bit of math, a little bit of accounting to estimate this, and that is without counting the fact that the market may go down in October. I don't know, but if the market is not going down, there's only one way it can be going up. And most of the time, history shows that the market goes up. No matter how long a crash takes, it will always go back up. That's, that's economy 101. But anyway, so my goal for October as my net worth is $430,000. I'm getting close to 500. I wanted to get to 500 this year, but I was shooting for the stars. It doesn't hurt to shoot for the star, but let's kind of bring it down to earth a little bit and be a little bit more realistic with my goals. So my goal for October is going to be $430,000 as my net worth. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for always taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, leave any question you have below. I'll try to answer, and I'm not a personal finance coach, I'm an accountant, but I will try to answer you. Yeah, so thank you again for watching, and happy savings. Bye bye.